Porsha Williams has returned, and it's clear that the fans are excited to welcome her back. As one of the standout stars from the reality TV scene, particularly from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Porsha is not just a familiar face but a cultural figure who has had her share of ups and downs on and off the screen. Her return to reality television is not just a career milestone, it's also a personal moment of rediscovery after taking a break from the public eye. As Porsha herself said, "I've been gone for 3 years, and her absence had left a noticeable void for many fans who were eagerly waiting for her return." This period of absence gave Porsha a much-needed time of reflection and personal growth. "I've been in W to never really take a break," she shared, alluding to her relentless work ethic and dedication to a career in the entertainment industry. After stepping away from the limelight for a while, it was clear that Porsha's return had not been an easy decision. Despite her success, the challenges she faced personally and professionally led her to question if returning to the world of reality TV was the right choice at the time. Yet, the fans were ready for Porsha's comeback. When she made her announcement, almost 2 years ago now, Porsha confidently declared that Porsha Williams isn't coming back, Porsha Wager is. This decision to shed her previous persona and embrace something new was undoubtedly a reflection of how she wanted to redefine herself. However, as life often does, things took unexpected turns that led to a change in direction. "Life is going to do what life is going to do," Porsha remarked, acknowledging that life's unpredictability had shaped her journey and her decision to return to the show. At one point, Porsha found herself at a crossroads, questioning whether returning to reality TV was the right move for her. Yet, she shared that life's twists and turns ultimately led her to a place where she felt ready to step back into the public eye. The challenges she faced only strengthened her resolve. "I do process things pretty well nowadays," she said, showing a level of maturity and emotional resilience that has come with time and experience. Despite the drama, Porsha's return to the show was a heartfelt one. As she confessed, she had been going through a divorce at the time, which added a layer of complexity to her experience. Even though the cameras would capture her personal life, she was determined to push through. "God's going to see me through," she said, drawing on her faith and inner strength to carry her through the tough moments. "I have a way of finding my way out of my dark moments," she said with a sense of calm. It was clear that despite the difficult circumstances, Porsha's focus was on resilience and keeping her life on track. Of course, reality television isn't always about personal growth and healing. It's also about the drama and the interactions between the cast. Porsha was not just returning as a fan favorite, but also to navigate complex relationships with her fellow castmates. When asked about reliving the difficult moments on the show, particularly regarding her divorce, Porsha acknowledged that some of the topics were bound to be uncomfortable. "I'm still currently going through the divorce," she said, revealing that the personal pain was still fresh. But despite the potential for emotional strain, she was confident that she could handle it. In typical reality show fashion, viewers would likely be privy to the raw, unfiltered moments of Porsha's life, especially when it came to her relationship with Simon, and how it has evolved over time. It was not just about her marriage, but also the dramatic fallout and the pain of publicly dealing with a breakup. "I probably won't watch certain ones," Porsha admitted, but she was keen on being open about her journey. Fans would be able to witness the highs and lows of her emotional process, even if it was difficult for her to relive some of those moments. When the topic turned to the new cast members, Porsha was quick to express her thoughts. She acknowledged that the dynamic of the show had shifted, especially with the introduction of new faces. "Shamea and Kelly did a great job," she said, emphasizing that the new members brought something special to the show. "Britt really brought it as well," she added, highlighting her standout performance. Despite the tension and disagreements that often arise on reality shows, Porsha felt that the new cast members brought fresh energy and drama that would keep fans on the edge of their seats. However, reality TV can be a tricky world, and not everyone on the cast would always get along. Porsha seemed unfazed by the criticism from Shamea and Kelly, who had mentioned that they weren't fans of some of the new additions. "Everybody got an opinion," she shrugged, acknowledging the nature of reality television, where alliances, rivalries, and personal differences are often exposed for all to see. "Maybe there was a big thing that happened that caused them to have that opinion," she added, hinting at some off-screen drama that viewers would later discover. Despite the tension, Porsha's relationship with Shamea was one of the more enduring ones on the show. Shamea had been Porsha's ride or die for over a decade, a relationship that had stood the test of time. However, With Shamea joining the show full-time, their friendship faced new challenges. Porsha was candid about the shift in dynamics. "If there's any confusion, you should have a conversation about it," she explained, underlining the importance of open communication. But she also acknowledged that being on a reality show meant that outside influences could shake up even the strongest of relationships. "There are a lot of different people around and different energies," she reflected, recognizing that the show's pressure could put strain on friendships. One of the more relatable moments in the interview came when Porsha spoke about her daughter, Pilar, also known as DJ. As a child of Porsha and her ex-husband Dennis, DJ has grown up in the spotlight. However, Porsha revealed that the cameras in her home had a new impact on DJ, who was now at an age where she understood more of what was happening. "Honestly, she actually wanted the MIC at times," Porsha laughed, but she also joked about how sometimes it was better to let her daughter have her privacy. "No one needs to know what this ain't a day to put a MIC on my baby," Porsha said, showing a protective side of a motherhood that contrasted with the often chaotic world of reality TV. DJ, who was also described as being brutally honest, is a product of her parents' strong personalities. Porsha shared that the combination of her and Dennis' personalities, Porsha being a Cancer and Dennis being a Gemini, made for an honest and forthright child. "She is born that way," Porsha said, laughing at how her daughter's blunt honesty mirrored that of both of her parents. "Her father is from Detroit, I'm from Atlanta," she explained, referencing the cultural influences that shaped DJ into the young woman she was becoming. The humor and warmth in Porsha's words reflected her pride in her daughter, even if DJ's bluntness could sometimes be a bit much for cameras. Another surprising element in the season was the involvement of Dennis. Fans of the Real Housewives of Atlanta have been accustomed to seeing Dennis in various capacities, but this season, it seemed that his presence on the show was more pronounced than ever. "Where is he tonight?" Porsha joked, referencing the fact that Dennis had a presence on the show as well, even though he wasn't an official cast member. Porsha added humorously, "Should we hand him a peach tonight?" suggesting that perhaps Dennis deserved his own role in the drama. Speaking of drama, the relationships within the group were always in flux, and one of the more complicated dynamics this season seemed to be between Porsha and Drew. The two had a falling out, partly due to the complicated way Drew's relationship with Dennis played out on the show. Porsha candidly expressed how the situation made her feel. "It just seemed really weird, very strange," she said of the way things unfolded. However, she didn't dwell too long on the negative. "Drew is strong. Drew can hold her own," Porsha said, indicating that despite the tension, she respected Drew's ability to stand up for herself. "She has a similar past like me on the show, where she tends to be the punching bag sometimes," Porsha noted, offering solidarity to Drew, whom she felt had faced her own shared challenges. Amidst all the drama, there were also moments of joy. Porsha shared that she had bonded the most with Cynthia, a longtime friend and another fan favorite. The two had a closer relationship this season due to the dynamics of the show, with Cynthia being less tied to other cast members like Kenya and Candy. "She's like the mom of the show," Porsha said affectionately, describing Cynthia as a calming and stabilizing presence on set. It was clear that Porsha valued Cynthia's support, especially as someone who had weathered the ups and downs of reality TV alongside her. As the season unfolded, fans were eagerly awaiting the inevitable showdown between Porsha and Kenya. Porsha reflected on the tension that would unfold and hoped that viewers would keep an open mind. "I hope the show shows everything for what it was," Porsha said, urging fans to see both sides of the conflict. As for Kenya, Porsha hoped that the viewers would understand why she reacted the way she did during their disagreements. "Maybe they'll see why Kenya reacted the way she did," Porsha explained, showing a sense of maturity and grace in her approach to the drama. And, of course, no discussion of the Real Housewives of Atlanta would be complete without mentioning Phaedra Parks. Porsha was clearly excited to see Phaedra return to the show with a peach in hand. "She was a shot of tequila we needed," Porsha said with a laugh, explaining that Phaedra's ability to bring humor and lightness to the show was a breath of fresh air during the intense moments of the season. "She's definitely the shot of tequila. On the rocks, no chaser," Porsha quipped, further emphasizing Phaedra's role as a comic relief and the drama catalyst all in one. Finally, as the conversation turned to Porsha's ongoing divorce, she acknowledged that it had been a difficult and prolonged process. But despite the challenges, Porsha remained hopeful. "There's light at the end of the tunnel," she said with a sense of calm optimism. The divorce process had not been easy, but Porsha seemed determined to move forward, focusing on her own well-being in the future. She wrapped up by expressing her readiness to move past the drama. "I'm ready to be done," she said, eager for the finality that would allow her to focus on what's next. In the meantime, tonight was about celebrating and stepping into the spotlight. "Do you see what I look like tonight, baby?" Porsha said, acknowledging her stunning appearance. "Even if I like you, I want you to see me tonight." It was clear that Porsha was ready to make a statement, both on and off the screen, and she had no plans of fading into the background.